Hi, welcome to Beginning Ukulele. Today's lesson we're going to be doing the song Hanalei Moon. So at this time what you want to do is you want to pause the tutorial and go ahead and get your music sheet called Hanalei Moon. Okay, looks like that, Hanalei Moon. And also be a good idea to grab your ukulele and tune it up. So go ahead and pause the tutorial, grab your music sheet, tune up your ukulele, and we'll get started in about a second. Okay, so you got your ukulele tuned, you got your music sheet, Hanalei Moon. Before we start, we're going to review some things to make sure that we're prepared to play the song. Now, as discussed earlier in the previous tutorial, we have already marked a square symbol for our verses, a triangle for the chorus. In other words, for this stanza right here, you got a square. For this last stanza, you got a triangle. So what you want to do, which is up to you, is that if you want to extend the song, play longer, just repeat your verses, the squares, and repeat your choruses, the triangles. Please go to the previous tutorial that talks about doing that. And then also, we're going to do a vamp 2 times. So this whole section right here, this vamp right here, we're going to do 2 times. We're going to do, don't forget the strums, 2 for the D7, 2 for the G7, 4 for the C. And the whole section is done 2 times. Once again, the strum is 2, 2, and 4. Okay, then we'll start the song. Now everything on this should be review except for this last line down here, where it says last line. So at the very bottom of your music, the very last line, you have G7, C, F, and C, the very last line of your music. Now for the chords F and C, on your last line of the music, which is basically right down here, the last line of the music, the chords F and C, we're going to do an ending strum. Okay? So the ending strum is based off your free finger strum. Okay? Now, the only thing that has to stay the same about the free finger strum is that this finger needs to be curved. So everything else can vary. Thumb can vary, fingers can vary, but the finger needs to be curved. So when you're going over the strings, make sure you're over the fretboard, not the sound hole, and then your fingers curved a little. Also, you're going across all the strings up and down, and you're feathering. So you're not doing it too hard, but just more lightly like this, okay? And you're doing it a fast succession of strums, so like this. So let me give you an example. So on the last line of the music, I'm doing the C and the F. All you're doing is this. Here's this F, going to a C. See how I'm just feathering on the string? Going to a C. That's it. That's all you're doing. Not too hard, just lightly. And I'll show it to you when we come to that section. Now, when we play the song, we're going to be doing it with an up and down strum as introduced earlier. So in fact, from now on, all you want to be doing is when you're playing your songs is with up and down strums. Even when you go back and review your music, it's all up and down strums now. And as you go on ahead and play more music, more songs, it's up and down strums, except if the song requires downward strums. For instance, when you come to the blues song, which is coming up very soon, it requires for you to play like a downward strum. Something like that, which requires that specifically, then do a downward strum. Other than that, I would say a majority of your strums are going to be up and down from now on. Okay. At this time, pause the tutorial. A couple things you need to do. If any of this was a little bit unclear, pause the tutorial, refresh your memory, whatever it takes, go back to some other tutorial previously, refresh your memory, get comfortable, come on back. Secondly, you need to do a chord calc exercise and preview the music, entire music of Hanalei Moon. Don't forget, also do a chord calc exercise for the vamp so it doesn't mess you up in the beginning. Okay? Don't forget 2 strums, 4, whole section, we're doing it 2 times. And then we're going to start the song. Please do your chord cog exercise as well. By the way, in the music, you'll notice you see a C, couple dashes G7, C, couple dashes G7. That just means it's kind of like a quick change from a C to a G7 that brings you back to the music on the next line. That's all. Okay, so go ahead and pause the tutorial. Take care of whatever you need to take care of, and we're going to start in a second, and we shall play the song. Okay, I'm assuming that you took care of whatever you got to take care of, and we're going to start. We're going to start off by playing the vamp. There you go. Looking at the top of your page, remember, 2 strums, 2 strums, 4 strums. 2 strums on a D7, 2 strums on a G7, 4 strums on a C. We're going to do the whole section twice, then start playing. Don't forget, up and down strums. Here we go. Let me start off the rhythm. And now I give a count. 4 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Vamp, D7, G, C. One more time. D7, G7, C. Here we go. Hanalei, Hanalei moon. It's lighting, they love it. Heaven by the sea, every breeze, every wave will whisper, you are mine, don't never go away. Last line. Aloha, no, slow down. Here we go. End with a down with a thumb strum. Okay, so back up to the tutorial. Give that a try. Don't forget, you can extend the song by repeating verses and choruses. And once you got that, and then you're ready to move on to the next lesson, we shall see you then.